Howdy y'all, and welcome to another Sweet Tea in a Movie. This week, Water for Elephants. Now in the movie, they try to calm down an elephant by using whiskey. Well, this ain't whiskey, but it might do the trick too. Sweet tea always calms my nerves. Alrighty, let's just go ahead and delve into why I think this movie was actually rather good. First off, let's talk about the acting. The acting was pretty good overall. I didn't really feel like I was watching anybody trying to act, you know, like, I'm acting, stuff like that. And I just think it was pretty good overall. And I know many people wrote this movie off mainly because the main character is played by Robert Pattinson, who you may know from the unfortunate Twilight series that has become an abomination to the world. But I have to give credit where credit is due. Robert did a good job in this movie. He was a likable character, and he just did a good job overall. Hopefully this can be one of the movies that breaks him out of his unfortunate Twilight shackles. Story. I like the story in this movie. It had good pacing, and it moved in a manner in which I was able to keep up. Nothing was happening too quickly, but nothing was happening too slowly either. And that's what one of the fears for some people might be, is that a movie like this might move too slowly for them. But it moves at a good pace, and it keeps you interested on what happens. So good points for the story. Music. Definitely points for the music in this movie because it was memorable. As I'm talking right now, I remember some of the music that played near the beginning of the movie, which was kind of like Celtic banjo. And I love me some Celtic banjo. It really sounded good. The music in this movie was absolutely great. The circus theme stuff was, of course, you know, great to hear. The Celtic banjo-ish kind of stuff was great to hear. It was memorable, so I really got to give it points for that. And finally, the settings. The settings in this movie were absolutely great. When they entered the city a couple times, it actually looked good. And y'all know how I am about cities. They gotta look good. The areas that they went through by train looked very good. I'm curious though as to how much of that was animated, seeing as how the train itself was CG animated. And it looked a little bit fake, but nonetheless, it all still looked really good. So, good props on the settings. So I guess it's about time I give my final verdict for this circus act. I give Water for Elephants a solid 7 out of 10. Why a 7 out of 10, you may ask? Well, it's because of this. Even though the movie does do good on acting, story, settings, and music, it could have done better. It was a very good movie for what it was, and it's good to see on a date night or something like that, or even if you're just curious, it's okay to watch it alone too. But the movie still could have been more. It could have been just a little bit more. But nonetheless, it's a good movie. I highly suggest, if it's still in theaters, planning a night with you and some of your friends or with your girlfriend or boyfriend to go see this movie. And when it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, I would suggest, if you liked it in the theaters, or if you really want to see it, buy it or rent it. Because it is worth a watch, at least one watch. So that's me, I'm done. Peace out.